Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on the chickens. And Jack, he's not on a lead this morning. The girls seem to be happy. And Jonathan, for some reason, is wanting a video as well. He's getting taller. And today, we're going to head over back to the farm and investigate picking up, or at least packing down one of the aquaponics systems so that we can bring it over here. Here's the chooky chooks. They're doing well this morning.
The black and the brown and white one are mine.
I thought all four of those were yours.
No, the white ones are yours.
Oh, okay. Anyway, but I'm very pleased that Jack is not barking at them. He does bark at the neighbours' dogs. And they are scattering seed all over the ground, which is a bit annoying.
And I accidentally scattered seed when...
Oh, you did that, did you?
No, I put it down around here, and I holded it with my shoes, and I opened this, and I'm like, whoops. It fell over.
It fell over. Okay, that's all good. It's not tragic.
Oh, just eating the seed side.
Yeah, he'll do that. See it, the chickens, it's not going to hurt him. It's a carnivore. He can eat anything.
He can eat anything?
Yes.
Carnivores eat meat.
Oh, he's more of an omnivore. I don't know. Anyway, chickens are doing well this morning.
Yeah, he eats grass.
And that's the main thing. And we're going to head over to the farm. So yeah, you'll get to see an update on how everything's going over there. Anyway, back soon. This is where the poor little chickens have been since, the cyclone. Oh, I'm not sure how long ago that even was. So they desperately needed to get off out of that pen. So I was only able to take 4. So the rest of them I actually moved over with Jonathan's help to the pen over there. So this pen over here, the canna lily's doing well. So I popped the chickens in here. This had really tall grass in it last night. So the chickens have been in here. I need to fix up their water because that Besser brick's on a bit of an angle, so that water's going to tipped over. So chickie chooks have been in here overnight. And this should keep them out of mischief for a little while and keep them happy. But yeah, anyway, so that's what we did yesterday. And this is Jack's first time here in a very long time, so he's very excited. So that's up straight again. So I am now going to fill that back up with water. And hopefully, because yesterday when I filled it up, I noticed after I filled it up, of course, that it was on an angle. So I was pretty sure that was going to empty by this morning. Just because it needs to be straight. Which is the one challenge with these particular waters. But it's fairly easy to fill. So I'm going to go get a couple of watering cans full of water. Sorry, had a brain bleh for a minute then. So yeah. Anyway, I'll go get some water for these girls. And boy. Okay, so it wasn't just that it was on an angle. That has a problem. It is broken. So I'm going to have to organise a different waterer for here. Okay, good to know. Anyway, it gives them some water for a little while. And I'll sort that out. I should have other waterers around the place. It shouldn't be a major problem. Okay, so I've got another waterer from one of the other chicken coops. And it's happily filling up the little watering cups there. And I've also put some apple cider vinegar in there as well. So hopefully the apple cider vinegar just helps them it helps boost their immune system. Now hopefully those little cups should stop filling there and shouldn't keep filling. Okay, you want to go turn the hose off please, Jonathan? The chickens are enjoying being in their new pen, which is fantastic. And it would appear that the cups are not overflowing. They're just sitting there nicely, which is fantastic. Chickens, water, sorted. So they've got food over there. So
What is this plant?
that is cassava.
Cassava?
Yep.
Is it supposed to bear fruit?
No, it's a root crop. So it's got tubers underneath the soil.
What does that mean?
They're tubers.
What are tubers?
Potato is a tuber. Sweet potato is a tuber. They're a tuber.
So they're growing tubers down there?
Yes. The roots are edible. But that's that. Now for the next project. Although I think I'm going to run out of time. So we have this small aquaponics system here. It's called the patio unit that you get from Murray Hallam. My plan is to take that over to the rental property so I can start growing some stuff because I'm hopeless with pots. Anyway, I'm going to decommission this. So my plan is to stick the rocks and all that sort of stuff into old feed bags, and then it should be light enough to move. So now that we've got the top off, all the bits and stuff that was sitting on top of it, we're pulling out all the little weeds, and then we're going to fill up feed bags with the combination of gravel and clay balls. Quick note on how you can actually help support the channel. One, you could buy one of my hats. This is the God Loves Me banner over me, which God's banner over me is love. And I'm sorry, I've broken my dentures, so I'm toothless again. Or I've also got this. The energy I've got for this video and for doing all this work is proudly brought to me by all the nutritional supports I've been getting from Sizzle. And I've got some Sizzle H2 Sticks water, which is a stimulant-free oxygenated water infused with diatomic hydrogen. It supports cellular health, helps address oxidative stress, and neutralizes free radicals. It supports support for increased cellular energy, strong rapid support for recovery during exercise. So Sizzle have actually got a huge range of products that are significantly helping me with my energy and depression and anxiety and everything else I might add. So this is the triple berry Sizzle H2 sticks that I'm having. It's magnesium infused water that's also got, what else has it got in it? Vitamin C and potassium, and a whole heap of other really good things. I actually made this water bottle up so that I could remember what it actually was. So yeah, so I'm also using the Hit the Ground Running pack from Sizzle that you can get when you register, and it's all helping me significantly, and it's the reason why I've got the energy to do all this stuff. And it's helping him too. Anyway, back to the aquaponics. So we've made some good progress. Filled up, or half filled actually. I think this is a third bag. Still got a fair way to go. I'm having some issues with my back though. I've strained a muscle and it's really hurting. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know how much more I'm going to get done today. I don't think I'm going to get it finished, but we're definitely making some progress. Okay, so I got that all empty. I need to rinse it out, and I tried to tip this out and it's just too heavy. So at the moment I'm bucketing out the water. I could set up a siphon, but I'm not sure where any hoses are. So we're bucketing for now. Okay, now they're nice and clean. Really happy with that. I mean, it's still got a bit of algae build up, but that's not tragic. Oh dear, Jack's found a toad to lick. Typical puppy. Anyway, now I'm going to try and get them into the trailer. That could be the interesting part. Good morning everyone. So it's been a little bit, it's the next day. I didn't get it unpacked. I finally got the trailer packed last night, and now I've got to get it off the trailer and into the backyard. Okay, so I have the aquaponics set up and I've checked the level, and it's pretty good actually. It's got the bubble is slightly to the right, but it was still in the level area. So next part is to set up all the plumbing. I'm not 100% certain if that pump works, but we're going to give it a try and see how we go. So I need to set up the bell siphon.
What's a bell siphon?
This is a bell siphon.
What is a siphon?
A bell siphon is how we get the water out of the aquaponics bed.
Is this the aquaponics bed?
This is the aquaponics bed.
With a spider?
Probably. So that's the standpipe that's going in the middle. Ideally it shouldn't have all the cobwebs on it. So next we've got a bit of a, so this is the bell. So what actually happens when it's filling up with water, and I've got videos that explain all this and show it in great detail. The water comes up, so this is a constant height, one pump system, so the chop system. So the water is constantly coming in over that side, and then as it fills up, it comes up to here. Once it gets to the top of there, it starts to overflow, and if it's got the bell siphon on it, once that fills up with water, it'll rapidly drain the bed. And we've got a little snorkely thing on here because we sometimes have troubles with it not quite draining enough, so the siphon never stops, which is a bit of a problem. So that's why that little snorkely thing is on there. And this is the shroud, so this stops the clay balls getting in there and clogging up the siphon. So that's basically the bell siphon. You can put a little cover on top of it. I forgot to bring that with me. These pipes are all to connect the pump, so I've got to figure out which ones are going to fit, because I didn't bring my pipe cutters, conduit cutters. So I need to have a pipe coming up into the bed and then one going back into the fish tank, which I'm not going to have fish in there for a little while.
What's that pipe for?
That is where the water comes out of the grow bed. So that's where we're up to at the moment.
Why does water need to go out of the...
Because it's constantly pumping in there. You've got water constantly going in there, so it's got to have a way to come out.
How does the water get into the siphon?
Through the bell siphon. That's what all those little holes at the bottom of the bell siphon are. So yes, but I did check this with a spirit level, and it's pretty close to being flat, which this is the main spot in the yard that is fairly flat. But the other thing too is my experience with aquaponics is it works best if it gets the afternoon shade. See, that was the little spirit level that I used.
My own little level.
It's Jonathan's little level.
I got for my birthday.
You'd got it for your birthday. Anyway.
The same with all my other toys.
So I can start filling this up now. I'm hoping the fence is going to provide some shade for it in the afternoons come summer, but if it doesn't, I'll just put some star pickets against the fence and put some shade cloth up. Yes, they're not toys, they're tools, you're right. Okay, so let's set this up. Okay, so these are the clay balls that I'm going to be putting in there. They're the aqua clay balls. I'll open the bag so you can see it. Okay, so that's one bag of clay balls out. So the really big advantage to the clay balls is they're nice and gentle on your hands. It's easy for the roots of the plants to grow through, and they're a lot lighter, which is why I'm wanting to use the clay balls over here in the rental property and not... so the clay balls are brilliant for it being a rental. There's a good chance I'm going to have to potentially move at the end of the lease, although I'm hoping it gets renewed again. But if it does, then clearing these clay balls out of the bed and putting them into bags is a lot easier to move than the 3/4 inch gravel that we had mixed in with the clay balls. When I'm in a permanent position, I generally like to put the 3/4 inch gravel at the bottom and then put the clay balls at the top. But this is a rental property, it's not a permanent position. Mind you, my aquaponics system hasn't had a permanent position for the last 5 years. Anyway, not to worry. So I may not need the 3.5 bags that I brought. I might only need 2 if I'm lucky. which works because then I can bring another bed over from the farm and set it up. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get back to it. So yes, definitely made some progress. They're just little light inert clay balls that don't react with the water. You have to be really careful what you put in here to make sure it's not going to affect the pH of the water. So yeah,
What's
anyway, pH is the acid level or the alkaline level.
Is acid bad for fish like it is for humans?
Yes and no. They like a certain pH level, and so do the plants, and it's actually important to keep an eye on that level to make sure it's growing at the optimum level for the plants and the fish. But we're only going to need to be worrying about plants for a while. So I'll be using sea salt. Yes, I'll be using sea salt, which is a seaweed solution, to feed the plants until I'm able to get fish. The other thing you can use is human urine. Is the other thing you can use to help cycle it.
To kill a scary bug.
It wasn't a scary bug. I think it was a cockroach, which is still a good thing that you killed it.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm going to go get the rest of the bags out of the car so I can take the trailer back to the property. And I discovered all the pipes that I've got here are the wrong size for the pump. Frustration. Anyway, so yeah, the attachment that I've got on this particular pump that I brought over is the wrong size for those pipes, and I haven't quite got enough fittings, so I need to go back to the farm anyway. But I need to take the trailer back and the trolley back, so that's all good. It's not a drama. Let's get back to it. One small problem. I checked the level that way. I didn't check the level this way. But that being said, I'm also not going to fix it. I'll just make it so that the little snorkely thing is on that side, not this side. It's not tragic. If I have a problem, I'll know why. And then I'll know how to fix it. Anyway, after I've got that many balls in the bed, I'm not emptying it again now. And there's a heap of ants in there. And I got all bitten, and I'm having some sort of reaction to something. I don't know what. But anyway, one more bag to go. Okay, so I've used my 3.5 bags. I may not quite have enough in here. And the solution to that is I can get a smaller standpipe for the middle. Or I can get more balls. So yeah, I might have to think about that. But I'm not going to know that for sure until I actually fill this up with water and see what it does. Anyway, I've got things to do, so I better go. That's the progress so far today. And hopefully I'll be back. I will do another video in the next couple of days when I do the planting of the plants and we have the actual system running. So yeah, anyway, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you in the comments. And remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting, and let's make a difference together. And remember, this episode of Gendera was brought to you by the fabulous Sizzle products that are giving me the energy to be able to get back into doing my homesteading stuff again. And that would be the Golden Triangle, the Super Omega Plus, and the Age Pill. And if you'd like to know more about any of those products or how to become a member of Sizzle, comment below or message me at gendera@outlook.com. Bless you, have a great day.